News now. A Texas police officer is facing murder charges in the shooting death of a black man who was reportedly trying to break up a fight. It happened Saturday, about an hour northeast of Dallas. Mireya Villarreal is following this story for us in Irving, Texas, and she joins us now to talk about this. Mireya, what do we know about how the shooting happened?
Hey, Vlad. So what we know right now is what we've heard really from witnesses and family members. Obviously, right now, Texas Rangers are involved, as well as the local police department, who asked the Texas Rangers to come in and help investigate this. They are obviously staying very tight-lipped about the full investigation as they kind of continue to talk to people. But witnesses and family members do believe that Jonathan Price went to a convenience store on Saturday night. While he was there, he saw some sort of kind of domestic violence situation happening between a couple that was there at the convenience store. He stepped in to intervene and also de-escalate the situation. Sometime after that, the couple took off, but he stuck around because police had been called. And from what witnesses and family members are saying right now, police showed up, including the officer who has been arrested. He was told he was walking away from the situation, from what Texas Rangers have put out more recently. He was resisting arrest, but in a kind of non-violent, kind of non-aggressive way. And the moment he got tased, and then shortly thereafter, he was shot 3 times. Again, witnesses have told family members that as he was being tased, it looked like his body may have convulsed, he may have fallen forward in some sort of manner, and that's when the shots were fired. Again, all of this still under investigation, though, right now.
So you actually spoke to Price's family. You spoke to them before the officer was arrested. What are they calling for in the case?
You know, with like most of these cases, I think the family members were very concerned that they would not see justice in the situation. I think what they wanted was for there to be attention to this, one, but two, they wanted answers. At the time, they really were not getting very much information from the local police department, rightfully so. Obviously, they are part of this investigation, but they also really hadn't talked to Texas Rangers just yet. They had brought in an attorney, Lee Merritt, who is known to have a civil rights background. They were hoping that he might be able to help them in the situation. So for them, I think they were really looking for justice, and for them, that means holding the person accountable and finding answers to exactly how this happened and why.
Mireya, what have you learned about Mr. Price, his life before this tragic event? How's he being remembered in the community?
You know, after speaking with both his father, his mother, and also his sister, they had nothing but good things to say about him, obviously, but more than anything, they talked about him just having a very kind heart. He was very dedicated to fitness. He was working for the city at the time, but he had been saving money and trying to open up his own business. He wanted to be one of the only gym owners in Wolf City, which is a very small town. One of the only gym owners there to help people kind of get back on track with their fitness. A lot of people just said he was a stand-up guy. And more than anything, he was respectful. And he was just a good person and a part of the community.
And before his death, he actually posted on his Facebook page about his previous interactions with police, about his views on the Black Lives Matter movement. What did he say?
What's really interesting is if you go back at his timeline for Facebook especially, he posted a lot about obviously working out and fitness, but one of the things he posted back in June, right when we saw a lot of the protests happening around the George Floyd case, was he posted that he definitely supported Black Lives Matter, but he also supported Blue Lives Matter as well. He talked about having a very close relationship with several police officers and talked about his interaction and reflected on them, saying that, you know, how many times have, you know, I had a situation where I had an interaction with a police officer and it turned out to be a good one. He cut me some slack. He helped me out. He did this for me or that for me. And so his point was, you know, while I do support Black Lives Matter, I also support these men and women that put their lives on the line for us to keep our cities, counties, states safe. And so it was really interesting to see him post that over the summer and then for this to happen over the weekend.
And Mireya, you mentioned that it's currently under investigation. So what are the next steps here?
You know, obviously right now we have seen the officer involved. He has been charged with murder. He will go through the process. His bond was set at $1 million. So as of right now, what we do understand is that he will go obviously through the court system. The investigation will continue with the Texas Rangers. They will obviously continue to talk with witnesses. There is surveillance video from what the family attorney has told us that was taken by the convenience store in that area. The family attorney as well as the family have tried several times to view that video. They have been unsuccessful, but the Rangers do have it. They have told the family that they will at some point let them see it as well as they kind of continue with their investigation. The family attorney, Lee Merritt, has also told us they do plan to file a lawsuit in this case. So obviously very much more to come civilly and criminally as well.
Yeah, definitely a tragic situation, Maria, and I know that at least now the case is getting the attention that it certainly deserves. Maria Villarreal, thank you so much.